You still have time to come in. Yep, the lights, we're about to start. Still time. Thank you for coming tonight. If you haven't had a chance to meet me or see any of my videos, my name is Adi Dixon. I am the building principal here. I'm so happy to see so many familiar faces out in the crowd. I'm so happy to see so many of our talented young people on the stage up here. If you are ready to celebrate your special student, can you just give me a couple claps real quick? I love it. Thank you. We are going to start today, or tonight's ceremony, with the Pledge of Allegiance from Key Johnson and Alyssa Jenkins. Let's give them a round of applause, please.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Thank you for standing. That was the first time doing that. That took a lot of bravery. So, I've been building principal here for 3 years, and every year that I've been here for Honors Night, I start with a poem that is called It Couldn't Be Done. And this is adapted, an adapted version. The poem is by Edgar Albert Guest. And I feel like every time I read this poem, it really does resonate with the school year and with all of the amazing things that our students have done. So I am going to continue that tradition, and it starts with, somebody said that it couldn't be done, but we, with a chuckle, replied that maybe it couldn't, but we would be the ones who wouldn't say so till we tried. So we buckled right in with a trace of a grin, and if we worried, we hid it. We started to sing as we tackled the thing that couldn't be done, and we did it. Somebody scoffed, "Oh, you'll never do that." No one has ever done it. But we took off our coat, and we took off our hat, and the first thing you knew, we'd begun it. With a lift of our chin and a bit of a grin, without any doubting or quitting, we started to sing as we tackled the thing that couldn't be done, and we did it. There are thousands to tell you it cannot be done. There are thousands to prophesy fail you. There are thousands to point out one by one the dangers that wait to assail you. But just buckle in with a bit of a grin. Just take off your coat and go to it. Remember to sing as you tackle the thing that cannot be done, and you'll do it. Thank you. So while we are here to honor our amazing students, we want to start with some introductions of our staff who help to support and grow the talent that we have here in the room. As I said, my name is Adi Dixon. I'm the building principal. When I call your name, if you wouldn't mind just standing up and giving a quick wave. Our assistant principal, Ms. Lee Vincent. Our guidance counselor, Ms. Kim Stower. Our building nurse, or Lisa Lip. Our PBIS coach, Ms. Naisha James. The principal secretary, Ms. Carol White. Our attendance secretary, Ms. Christy Dirks. Our EMIS secretary, Ms. Jan Mavridoglu. Our climate and culture secretary, Ms. Leah Smith. Our educational support staff include Mr. James Hunter, Ms. Dolores Martin, Ms. Naisha McCoy Johnson, Ms. Linda Sparks, Mr. Tyler Purdue, Mr. Rasheen Jones, Miss Chantel Smith, Mr. Antonio Jeffries, Mr. DeMarco Baker, Miss Jasmine Brown, Mr. D.C. Harrison, Mr. Michael Yisrael, Miss Asher Aviles, and Miss Kevin Anderson. Our building subs include Miss Angela Avery, Miss Ariana Avery, Mr. Jeffrey Glenn, Miss Jermaine Anderson, Miss Phyllis Shaw, Mr. Ron Walton, and Miss Nadia Griffin. Our intervention specialists are Miss Rachel Ernst, Mr. Winfield Franklin, Miss Stephanie Moulton, Miss Meredith Dixon, Miss Wendy Rigby, Miss Lauren Kempton, Miss Lajay Johnson, Mr. Ed Marshall, Miss Catherine Sparky, and Miss Katie Teen. Our amazing language arts teachers include Mr. Matt Allender, Miss Tracy Bellerjo, Mr. Micah Cleary, Miss Misha Thompson, Nick Charlie Owen, Miss Ashley Kent, and Miss Jennifer Hamilton. The math department is Mr. Kendall Persons, Miss Daniel Daly, Miss Laura Medina Batista, Miss Maria Lease, and Mr. Michael Domain. Our science teachers are Miss Madison Cobb, Miss Barbette Kirk, Miss Sarah Wazowski, Miss Puspa Copley, and Miss Jennifer Jung. Our security team is Mr. Marquise Harris and Miss Desiree Miles. Social studies teachers are Mr. Mark Kadaya, Mr. Taylor Sales, Miss Abigail Bloom, and Mr. Stephen Metz. Miss Emma Roll is our speech and language pathologist. And let's save the clapping because there's a lot. We're going to go all the way to the end with this one. Our special areas teachers and electives and instructional coaches. Miss Kathleen Barger, Mr. Darrell Spraggins, Mr. Eddie Gray, Coach Style Estelle, Mr. Matt Buell, Mr. John Carmack, Mr. Zachary Cochran, Mr. Gary Giblin, Miss Lisa Giblin, Mr. Brendan Graham, Mr. Jeff Merrill, Miss Laura O'Mates, Mr. Dave Simon, Mr. Craig Spite, Mr. Justin Williams, Miss Serena Kaplan, Miss Lavinia Bernacki, Miss Claudia Aviles, and Miss Elise Flannery. Very good. Okay, to keep the program moving, I'm going to invite Mr. Gray up to present the Kathy Kaiser Memorial Award. Or Mr. Winfield Franklin. That's the same person.
Good evening. I'm Coach Franklin, and tonight I'll be presenting the Kathy Kaiser Award and the Archie Griffin Award. The Kathy Kaiser Memorial Award was created in honor of a woman who taught physical education here at Wynwood Woods Middle School for 17 years. Kathy has been missed by all after she lost her battle to cancer. Kathy had a warm smile, a bubbly disposition every day. She was the ultimate team player. She took exceptional pride in the profession of physical education. She had a sincere interest in her students' well-being by teaching them to be physically fit, nutritionally sound. She would monitor our students' lunches and talk with them about making healthy choices. She showed them genuine compassion if she saw a student not eating and would bring this to the attention of administrators and duty. Through her efforts, Wynwood Woods Middle School was the recipient of the Ohio Buckeye Healthy School Gold Award. In short, she cared for every one of her students. The Kathy Kaiser Memorial Award each year goes to a 7th grade physical education student who embodies her educational philosophy. The recipient of the award has the following attributes: good sportsmanship, good attitude, good work ethic, takes pride in their fitness levels, concerned for the nutritional diet, gets along well with others, and is a great team player. This year's recipient of the Kathy Kaiser Memorial Reward is Hayden Zisler.
Jump up there.
For our next award, this is the Archie Griffin Sportsmanship Award, presented each year to an outstanding female and male athlete here at Wynn Woods Middle School. For those who do not know, Archie Griffin is the only two-time Heisman Trophy winner from The Ohio State University. This prestigious award this year is presented to two very special student athletes. Both were outstanding ambassadors for Wynn Woods Middle School and our athletic department throughout their sports season. Their positive attitudes and magnetic personalities were contagious with teammates and opponents alike. Always team players, their unselfish play made the other players around them better, and when the games were over, win or lose, they conducted themselves with class. Our female winner, participating in basketball, is in the National Junior Honor Society and also a high honor roll student. She recently won the Faces of Strength in her house. She did all this while maintaining a 3.5 grade point average. Our male participant is a basketball player as well, a true athlete who excels both on and off the basketball court. He is considered by many to be the #1 8th grade basketball player in the country. But if you meet him, you would never know that to be true. He carries himself in the most humble way and is one of the most selfless kids you will ever meet. He often can be found after the game taking photos, signing autographs for the opponents. More impressively, he carries a 3.87 grade point average. Ladies and gentlemen, the Ohio High School Athletic Association and Wynn Woods Middle School is proud to recognize this year's winners. Ariana Thomas, and Kevin Hunt. And our next presenter would be Mr. Hidayah.
Hello. I have the honor to get to read the names of 7th grade students that have had a academic honors in the 7th grade. That is a GPA of 3 to 3.49. I just want to say before I read them that I know I personally had a dad who, if I had a 3 to a 3.5 after the award ceremony, they've been like, Mark, why a 3? Why not a 4? Why were you not the 4? But I do want to say that, like, with 7th grade, especially, we're in a brand new building, you're doing project-based learning, you're doing a lot of new things. So to be on this list is definitely an honor. And so congratulations to all these kids for such a great job. if you could hold your applause until the end of me reading all the names, at that point, you're welcome to like yell, scream, yell your kid's name, like whatever you want to do. But if you just would not yell and scream and clap, well, because then I'm going to read somebody else's name, and then their folks might not get to hear them. So here's the list. Kaylee Amazvita Torres, Samaje Andrews, Hattie Ba, Cameron Bivens, Emmeline Brito, Talia Buckman, Jaden Burrow, Tariq Coleman, Imar Cooper, Imir Cooper, Shelby Kress, AJ Davidson, Nisi Diaz Pineda, Andrew Dickerson, Lamira Dodds, Ethan Earl, Kamani Edwards, Nina Edwards, Kennedy Belton, Beavis Gotham, Sophie Hatchett, Breasia Hunter, Kyrie Jarrett, Jordan Jenrett, Brandon Jimenez, Kumari Johnson, Dominic Lynn, Shayal Magar, Noah Matkins, Angeline Mazarigos Malia, Joseph Boma, Asha McGorry, Asada Onde, Jaden Newton, Dylan Niasco Riviera, Bright Obadike, Naeem Pradam, Jason Santiago Garcia, Ariana Shaw, Stephen Sherman, Ariana Smith, Dwayne Smith, Caitlin So, Sophia Stevison, Honor Thompson, Leovardo Torres Davia, Jamie Vega Bolombo, Cesar Velasquez Alion, Jalea Wilson. That's it. Congratulations again to all those wonderful 7th graders. And now Mr. Persons will do the high academic honors.
Hello, my name is Kendall Persons, and like Mr. Vidal said, I'll be doing the high academic honors. These are 7th graders who got between a 3.5 and a 3.9. Analeg Abreu de la Cruz, Nathan Anor, Juliette Banto, Jackson Bivens, Ariana Black, Brandon Boos, Aiden Cardenas, Aaliyah Cunningham, Susan De Leon Lopez, Ruth Darnall, Yahir Garcia Uribe, Kari Green, Tyreek Haynes, Ruth Hernandez Morales, Courtney Jarman, Zanaya Johnson, Gabrielle Conate, Maria Lopez Sierra, Safal Magar, Kamari McClinton, Caleb Novi, and Mariana Williams. Let's give these students a round of applause. Up next, we have Miss Vincent presenting the Principal's Award.
Good evening. It's my pleasure to introduce our students who have attained a 4.0 grade point average, which means that they have straight A's throughout the year. After each name, since there are only 14 or 15, you may applaud after each student's name. Hamdiatu Ba. Julian Banto. Laxon Dahal. Aaliyah Fosu. Angel Godinez Fernandez. Ariana Hall. Trayvon Kelly. Beryl Johanna Mwenze. Ian Noel. Janice Peterson. Kelsey Phillips. Marlo Smith. Amaya Solo. And John Tamang. Congratulations to our highest honor winners. It is my pleasure at this time to introduce Miss Stephanie Moulton.
Good evening. I am Miss Moulton. I am the head of House Panther, and I am so thrilled to honor our amazing 8th graders. I have quite a list, so if you could hold your applause and your cheers until the end. These are the students in grade 8 who earned the high academic honors, meaning that their GPA is between 3.5 and 3.9.